Looking for a new playmat or some custom sleeves? You can support Magic Untapped in the process by clicking on the affiliate link for Inked Gaming in the description.
Hey there, Magic players. Barry White here from MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped right here on YouTube. As you can see on the screen, we're doing a premiere draft of Phyrexia All Will Be One, newest Magic the Gathering set. I did the pre-release just this past Friday. Had a lot of fun with it. Went 2-1 in 3 rounds and thought it was pretty good. The official release of the set is today, this Friday. Today, what is today? Today is, I record these a couple days in advance. Today is the 10th. I'm not recording on the 10th, but I'm publishing this on the 10th. So as far as I'm concerned, today is the 10th. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. We're going to, like I said, premiere draft. Going to give it a whirl, see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Pack 1, pick 1. Conduit of Worlds. I want to say Conduit of Ruins. Conduit of Worlds. Play lands from my graveyard. I can grab a non-land card and cast a card from my graveyard is the only thing I do. But at the pre-release I had a lot of fun with the toxic stuff, so I might maybe look into doing something like that. This set really does have a lot of really cool cards. I wasn't too sure how much I would like it going in, but I did find that I really enjoyed it, at least at the pre-release. I think, you know, if I want to go try for the toxic, I can go for the Thrumming Bird. Get that proliferate going. Let's see. Yeah, so at the pre-release, I did a white, black, blue is what I ended up doing, and like I said, I think it turned out pretty good. I can give something toxic there. That beefs things up, but I think I'd rather have the counter spell than anything else I'm seeing here at a glance, so that's what we'll grab. And I think for right now maybe I'll just grab a second counter spell. I'll have plenty of time to start building up the toxic, but I probably should start looking for things at some point. Draw a card, poison counter, and that's not bad. I think I'll kind of work on that. We'll try to work on some card advantage type things as we get started here. They're just sending me all of these counter spells, aren't they? At some point I'll start drafting creatures, but for right now, I guess I guess I have control on the brain at this point in time. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now. Let's see what we have. We can give something toxic. Of course, I don't have any creatures yet to give toxic to. Get a 1/1 flying vigilance that has a little some card advantage built into it, which could be good. I could also just get a 1/1 flyer with toxic. I could drop it on turn 2. Yeah, I think I'll do that. My first creature. And let's see what we have here. A green creature with toxic as well. It's a 4-drop though. In the blue we do have Escaped Experiment, which can make target creature. Too bad it's not like all creatures, that'd be cool. Cutthroat gets larger. Just draw a card off that if I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and go with the experiment for now. I feel like I'm going to see a lot of these minor missteps. I've already seen a couple as it is. 4/3 with flying, not too bad. I get loot, which is also kind of nice. I can draw 3 and proliferate. A lot of counter magic, which is I think nice and nifty so far. I've seen quite a bit of that. I think I'm gonna have to go for another counter spell. And let's see what we have here. Top 3 cards, one in my hand, the rest in my graveyard. Got a black creature here. I do have some white removal. I can maybe go white, black, blue. Some of this green though has been catching my eye as well. So maybe do that. Maybe look to go black, green, blue. We'll go ahead and do that. Moving on here, we do have a couple creatures in my colors so far. I like how that one proliferates as a 4/4. That one can also proliferate, but I think I'd rather have the 4/4 than the 2/5. And I got here nothing really in the colors I'm looking at all. Might as well just open up white just in case I make that pivot. Go ahead and grab the card draw. And then, yeah, last pick there. Pack 2. Pick 1. What we have here. Oil Counter Dude, a 5/5 for 4. That can have trample or hexproof. Do I see anything I like better than that? I kind of like that as is. The planar disruption is nice. I can shut things down. Nothing says I couldn't just do the same colors I did last time. I mean, I could. I kind of like this though. 5/5 for 4. Oil counters, trample, hexproof when it's. I mean, I do have to sacrifice it eventually though. That part's no good. I think I'd rather grab that. So yeah, I do think I'm going to go with the black green blue or black white blue. To that end, I think I kind of like this guy. I played against him in a couple standard games earlier in the day, and it seemed not bad, especially with being able to come back like it does. Phyrexia Arena, good card advantage. Is there anything I like better than that? I do need to remember I need to start grabbing creatures though. I will need to work on that. Let's see. Got some creature removal there. But we do have a 2/4 Toxic 2 with Menace. I think I kind of like that. I do already have a good amount of removal and whatnot, although that is a decent one. But I really do need to start focusing on getting some creatures, so I need to work on that. Dual land, that's in my colors. That is possibly what I'm going to grab here. Yeah, just kind of looking what else I have here. This is kind of what I like the best. See, Chrome Coast. Here we go. Another counterspell there. Let's see. We have a 3/1 mirror that lets me look for other mirror. We got the proliferate guy here. We also just have the removal. I need more guys, but removal's nice to have. Speaking of more guys, I can kind of take my pick here. I have this nice 1-drop here. Do this duelist with Toxic 1. I can go ahead and do this Blight Belly Rat. I do have some good options here. Options I wish I had previously. I think I'm going to go for the rat. Apparently there's an update. I'm going to have to restart here, I guess, as soon as I'm done with the draft. So yeah, moving on. We're going to go ahead and do the card draw there. And kind of like how this gets lifelink and death touch, as well as just being a 2/2 flyer. And here we have a 5/5 vehicle that does ETB with poison counters on it. I also have duress, that's always a good turn 1 play, I think. And just pick the blue card. Yep, there we have a. Well, it is a creature. I don't know if I like that one too much, but beggars can't be choosers. I have a couple here I can choose from. Flash and a tap something. Works with artifacts. Like flash to tap something. And then that. Alright, pack 3, pick 1. Whenever you proliferate, we can trade some life, which I like, because I do have a lot of proliferation in this deck already, so I think I'm just going to run with that. Let's see, we got 2-1. Life Flinker cares about artifacts entering the battlefield. I can get another one of those Menace guys, which could be nice. Also have this 3-2 Toxic 1. I ran this one during the pre-release. That's an option. It's a little faster than the Menace dude. And it gets me a Might, so I might as well grab that. Let's see. Safe House cares about lands in the graveyard. Veil of Assimilation. That's kind of nice. Plus one vigilance until end of turn, which I think is kind of neat. However, it's not really something I'm looking for, so I think I'm going to just grab another one of those rats. As a toxic and the death trigger of proliferation. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Let's see, do we have anything here I like? Well, we have this Attendant, which is another one of the cards I played during the pre-release that seemed to do pretty well for me. Has a toxic, makes a might, so just like before, I might as well. Going straight to the next pack, we have a 5/5 Death Touch for 6 that has some discard tech along with it, which I think is okay. I think I'd rather have the Mesmerizing Dose, though. Try to lock something down on the field. I'm definitely going to go for another one of those hybrids. I like the, again, the 2-1 flying, and the fact that I can come back as Toxic, not bad. And why not make it 3? What do we have here? We have a blue-green flying Toxic, which is kind of neat, but not in my colors. Snoo Dancer that can tap something down, and they're going to have poison counters, so I might want to. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that. An early creature. We'll board control with it as well. Let's see. I'm tempted to get another one of those. Or, yeah, you know what? I like this. Switch with the proliferate. Oh, I think it grabs something for me. Yeah, grab me this Aspirant's Ascent. Well, that Menace guy came back around, which is nice. And I think I'll go ahead and use him. I'm going to grab him. We have that artifact that cares about artifacts entering the battlefield under my control. Yeah, why not? They really want us to restart, and I really will be doing that in just a moment. I'll go ahead and grab that vehicle, why not? Doesn't really matter to me. And last pick. Alright, well, while we are waiting for the server, oh, there it goes. We're going to go ahead and restart the client real quick. I'm going to build a deck. You guys don't need to see all my ifs and ums and deliberations and second guessing anyway. Then we'll get started. Be right back. Okay, so this is what I kind of decided to go with. I was leaning towards white, and as I was pruning, I had fewer and fewer and fewer white cards. I decided just to get rid of them all. I can always adjust that later. But essentially what we have here is kind of a blue-black toxic proliferate type deck. Trying to focus on winning with these poison counters. Might as well try the new commodity. Anyway, so let's take this into our first game. We'll see how it goes. And our first opponent here. Well, first off, opponent's going first. We have a Thrumming Bird, some card draw, no creature. Well, one small creature to start. I'm okay with this, I think. Yeah, I'm okay with this, I think. Let's see. My opponent is Serdrick. Serdrick. Anyway, hello, Serdrick, if you're watching. Alright, so opponent on the play. Me popping next. Alright, well, there's my other island for the Mesmerizing Dose. Mesmerizing Dose. Drop an island. Opponent has a plains, 2 plains, and probably a creature. No, well, I have a creature there, but for right now, I'm going to hold back, and I'm going to prologue to Phyrexia on their turn. Alright, they dropped a second color. They are getting the Hive Master. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just do that, get a poison counter, and there we go. Bring down a Swamp, and then a Rotbelly Rat to block. Leaves me open for not being able to counter, unfortunately, but we'll see how this goes. Toxic v Toxic, white-black Toxic on that side so far. Blue-black on this side. Opponent. Swinging in. Blocking. Proliferating. Yeah, gonna proliferate there. Submit 1. Well, they do have a Might. The Mighty Might. Drop down a Phyrexia, and that's that. Alright, so that's going to go down there. I am going to go ahead and bring in the Thrumming Bird and leave back some mana for Bring the Ending. Although, do I? Yeah, I think I do. As long as I have it in my hand, I think I do. So I will be getting a poison counter this turn, because there's no way I'm blocking with my Thrumming Bird. Assuming I even still have the Thrumming Bird, we'll find out. Pay 2. Alright. They have a Seed Core. They can make mites? What can they do here? They can make 1/1s, 3 2s. Got it. Okay. Nifty. Opponent getting in, no blocks, so I'll go ahead and take that poison counter and the damage. Opponent then will get their thing countered. There's no way I'm letting that stay out there, freaking Manticore thingy. Ah, you freaking Manticore. Alright, bring out the Aspirant. My 1/3. I'll move on. I'll go ahead and swing in. I'll proliferate, and we'll trade some life here. Yep, submit the one there. Very good. And I'll bring out the Blightbelly Rat once again. And we'll move on. So opponent now has 3 poison counters. My 1, 17-21 on the life in my favor. Serdrick drops a land. And it looks like they're trying to decide something to kill. If that's the case, I would definitely... Well, ossification, what does that do? Oh, they're looking to send the exile. Yeah, I'd probably exile the Aspirant. But if they're worried about... No, they're worried about the proliferation. So, alright, so that's the thing. They have themselves an attendant. And they don't attack, of course. Alright. Drop an Island. Let's see... Next, go ahead and swing in there. Proliferate, trade some life. Submit. Trade, yep. I don't really want them attacking with a 3/4 toxic, so we'll just do that. There we go. So that happens again. They're up to 5, and then I'll go ahead and drop down the Voidwing hybrid and pass the turn. But that Aspirant's getting some work in there, isn't it? Opponent, I am out of cards, so you can do something. You have a 3/3 that makes mites. And more importantly, you have a 3/3 that can block these things here. So I'm just going to hold back for now, unfortunately. I do have another one of these in the deck, so maybe I can draw that and pop that on that Basilica Shepherd. See what ends up happening here. Getting in with the mites. I'll block 2 of them. Yeah, I'll just block 2 of them. Get the hybrid back when I proliferate anyway. I am up to 2 poison counters, however. Drop a swamp, and now they have that 4/4 proliferation dude, and I'm just drawing land left and right here. No attack. Drawn more than half of my swamps. Drawn swamps 2 turns in a row, actually. Opponent. Okay, making that a 3/2. That's fine. Swinging in with everything. No blocks. I'm taking it all. They grab the Crawling Chorus. Well, I got a counter spell, so that's something. I'll swing in for 1. Proliferate. Trade some life. Get my hybrid back. Play the hybrid. Leave some mana back for this. Hopefully they do cast a small spell so that I can get an extra proliferation trigger out there. We shall see. Opponent making their dude a little bigger. Repeating the attack from last time. Nope, keeping that back. They learned their lesson there. Let's see, do I block? I suppose I just block there, and we'll see how this goes. So I'm now down to 9. We're 1 off of each other on the poison counters, and, well, I won't get the proliferate, but I will get the counter. And, oh, look at that, I get my own dude. And we'll proliferate. Yep, submit there. We'll trade some life. And I don't believe I attack at this time. If you were a little higher there, I probably would have attacked. If you were like an 8, we'll see how it goes. All right, making a slightly larger dude. And swinging in with that slightly larger dude and that really big dude. Let's see. Do I take the 4? Do we just trade? I think for right now, I take the 4. Perhaps trade next turn? Maybe. See how it goes. Oh, that's fun. That's nice. Alright, so if I get through there, I can get them up to 8 guaranteed. And then 9-10 off of a proliferation or 2. Perhaps. Yeah, so let's try it. Probably going to kill the Thrumming Bird. No, they're going to kill the hybrid. Yeah, they're switching back. They're switching over. That's what I would do too. Definitely there. All right, so they get toxic. All right, throw down another hybrid, and I might be able to squeeze through here. We'll see how this goes. I may have done that a turn early, but I mean, at some point, you just gotta, you know, poop or get off the pot, like my mother would say. Anyhow, opponent, Cerdic, swinging in. With both, with just one, how are you doing it? Pondering, apparently. Yeah, I am fine with a trade at this point in time. Alright. So we both get a proliferate. They're the active player, so they get first choice, or whatever. No. They got it. Oops. So we'll trade there. And this might be a good game. The unstoppable Juggernaut. That Juggernaut is unstoppable. Well, I'm just going to swing in with two of my Voidwing hybrids. And that should do it. And that's 10 poison counters. There we go. Poison win. First try. Get on to round 2. And this time I am playing against Shampoo. I'm definitely keeping this hand. I got some early game counter spells. I got a couple creatures, including my hybrid. Whether or not I played early, we'll find out. But let's go ahead and start by throwing down the only island we have currently in our hand. And they're going to drop down the Terramark Advance. And what are they going to find? They found the plains. The plane. I want to go ahead and get started a little early here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down the hybrid. Let's see. We got green-white. That didn't hurt me at all by doing that. So that's going to drop down. And I'm just going to be happy attacking here like that for now, just so I can hold these counter spells open, or hold mana open for these counter spells rather. No, and they're just going to keep doing that here. All right, attacking again. That's the second second poison counter. They're going to create 2 mites. Well, I am not going to let you do that. Now, the reason I did bring the inning instead of the reject imperfection, even though I would have gotten a proliferate, is I wanted to keep the mana open for another one. Alright, so there we go. Get in there again for 2 and a poison counter. I'll drop down the Stinging Hive Master, still leaving 2 mana open for Bring the Ending, which now will just counter the spell. That I don't need any special circumstances here. They're going to do it again. And you know what? I'm okay with that. At this point, I'm okay with that. So they should be able to block and kill one. Get a poison counter if he swings with both, but I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, it's not like they can block or anything. Alright, now that one I definitely don't want you to have. So we're going to counter that one. Oh, I have a flower. Black Lotus. Alright, well they didn't even swing in with those, so I'm going to just drop that down. Get in there for 5. And then throw down a Scourge, I suppose. Which has Flying, and Death Touch, and Lifelink. Still have my Reject Imperfection. And we will use that on this. Counter that. Get the Proliferate as well. Get them up to 6 poison counters. Submit that, and they concede. There you go. Quick, toxic poison counter win. Yay! Okay, 2-0 after 2 rounds. That's a pretty good start. We'll see if we can keep this train going here. We are playing against the Kaz Show. Rock the Kaz Show. Rock the Kaz Show. No counter magic this time to start. We do have 3 very easily playable creatures. Get that toxic going early. So we're going to keep this a little more aggressive hand and see how this one goes. Ooh, they have a Phyrexian bone dragon thingy. Alright, drop down the Island and pass turn. Opponent so far on green. They're dropping down a Predation Steward. Has oil counters on it. But it does not have reach, so let's work on that for now. Throwing on my 2/1 hybrid. Opponent still going on the mono green, no blocks. Bring down something with reach. Very nice, very nice. Reach creature. Well, we'll just have to tap that. I tap that. No proliferate 0. Get in there. Get that poison counter thing going here. You know, they are on green, so there is a chance for the enchantment removal type stuff. They get in there for another 2. And they bring down, what do they have? A 3/3 with Toxic 1. Isn't that a bunch of fun? But it doesn't have reach, so let's go ahead and do that. Throw down an Aspirant and throw down a Rat. You dirty rat. Thinking next turn, probably throwing down my Skull Trap here so I can get the proliferation trigger. Trade some life that way, assuming the Aspirant's still out by then. Opponent drops down the forest. Are they on mono green? I think they might actually be on mono green. So maybe they splashed something, I don't know, but it's not often you see someone drafting a mono-color deck. But who knows? Green's got a lot of really good stuff, including stuff like that. But we do proliferate. You have to submit the 1. Trade some life as well. They're getting in there. No blocks at this time. Thank you for playing. Alright. Throw that up, and we'll throw this down. Get another proliferate here. Bring my opponent up to 4 poison counters, and then we'll trade some life again. Yep, submit there. And we'll get in there for another couple points of damage. Up to 5 poison counters now. Alright. Figure they might as well use it. Got an oil counter, give me another poison counter. It's not like they were doing the reach thing anyway. Opponent drops down 4/4 trample and toxic. That's fun. Let's see, what else do you well, no, you know, I don't want to bait something early and lose out on a poison counter, so we're just going to go ahead and get in there. 2 in the air. Poison counter number 6. Duress. They have a non-land, non-creature. Yes, they do. And so they're on black. Okay, they're in green-black. So they just haven't been drawing their swamps. Thought it was odd what they were on. Next, we're going to move on with there. I want to keep the rat back for defense for right now. Yeah, just move in. Drop down a Hive Master and pass the turn. Opponent's up to 7 now. 7 poison counters. And I can get them to 8, 9 off the proliferations. A couple of proliferations might just kill them too. Oh, now they got their swamp. Alright, we got my Menace dude. My Dennis the Menace dude. Let's see. Do I try swinging for lethal here? I don't think I do. I think I just go in with the hybrid, maybe with the rat. Because then if it dies, it still gets the 2 damage in. I still get the proliferation in. Because if that dies, that doesn't help me at all. Yeah, let's just do that. Either way, they're gonna take 2, because either they're gonna take 2 from the damage, or we'll proliferate, which is good, and we'll do that. Nice little trick there. Submit 1. Opponent's down to 2, and they're up to 9 poison counters. I'll bring out my guy 2/4 Menace, Toxic 2. And that's it. 3 in a row. Okay, going into round 4, having won 3 so far, we are this time up against Zero Absolute. Absolutely. This hand is a little too slow for my liking, so I'm going to send that back. This one is at least a little better. Let's see. I think I will keep this. I keep the land. I'd like to keep this dude here, but I don't think that's the better play at this time. Or you know what? Maybe just send back the Scourge. I think that's what I'll do. I'll keep 6. I'm gonna send back the Scourge, because at least this has Toxic. Every time, get that song stuck in my head. Alright, so we're down with the swamp. Opponent with a forest. Forêt. Green blue, they're probably holding back some sort of counter magic, I would assume. And if that's the case, I'd rather them get rid of this than... Oh, no, I guess I would have gotten it through either way. Well, I got that out now. And by the way, I can still proliferate 0 and still get this trigger, which I think is nice. Okay, they bring out a Texian Raptor, which is about to die, to a Vraska's Fall. So that happens. They get a poison counter. I get in there for 1 and I pass turn. Opponent dropping down a second forest, rocking 4 land there. Ichor Plate Golem, which is a 2/3, cares about oil counters. Their deck seems to care about oil counters overall. Well, let's go ahead and drop down our Head Cleaver, our Toxic 2 Menace dude. No attacks. Let's see. So it gives oil counter dudes an extra oil counter, and they get a +1/+1 for having oil counters on them. I have a feeling that's what this person's deck is all about. That black gold. Texas tea. Speaking of oil counters, there you go. It doesn't come into play as a creature, though. It comes into play as an artifact. So that would be a thing. Alright, so there's that. We're going to move on. I'm going to swing in with the Head Cleaver. Get 2 more Toxic on you. Oh, derp. Oops, there. Alright, well I guess we'll have to pass the turn. At least I got a couple flyers out. And force them to do that. So that's something too, I suppose. Opponent probably going to kill the Thrumming Bird, so they don't get those proliferate triggers off the Scheming Aspirant. Got a fight spell coming up here. Oh, they're definitely pondering something. As to what that is, I'm not sure yet, but definitely something. Doom, doom, doom. Mesmerizing Dose, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one. Quite familiar with that one, actually. Does that do it for your turn? That does it for their turn. Oh, I got a Flying Toxic 1 in there, so let's get in with a little Flying Toxic. Just hold back the island, make them think I have something worthwhile in my hand, and we'll end the turn there. Alright, opponent. 2 poison counters on them so far. Might be 4 after next turn, I don't know, we'll find out. Ooh, they get a big meanie. They have a 6/6. Destroy an artifact or enchantment. Forced creating plus. Well, that's it. That's insane. That is just insane. Oh my gosh. Swinging in with just the one. No blocks at this time. Yeah, you know what? Block it. Yep. Grab another is land. Alright. Well. Do I bring that down to a 3, then it goes up to a 4? Or do I give you your 4th poison counter? Well, you're just going to keep making big guys, so bring it down to 3. Creepy voice on that. Super creepy voice on that. I think I am facing my first loss. Yep, they're filtering 2 times, so that's up to 5. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And they're going to get in for a lot. Yeah, I don't see any way. I have absolutely no way to win this, so good game. I'm enjoying my first loss. Round 5, now 4-1, and this time we are going to be paired up against MTG AFG. So I guess let's see what we got here. We have a turn 1 duress. We have a 4-drop creature there. We have ways to take care of other creatures. I kind of like this, especially being on the play. Get to have quite a bit of intel right here, and maybe even disrupt some early plans. So they are going heavy on the white. Let's see. That gives things flying. I don't like the flying. Flying is one of the ways I really get in, so I'd like to get rid of that. An opponent dropping down the fair Basilica. Seems fair to me. I will be drawing in their turn, unless they give me something worth killing. Well, that's got a lower ward 2. They're dropping down. Yeah, they're going to drop that down for now. That's fine. I'll go ahead and draw my card. Give you a poison counter. Drop down an island there. And yeah, I think I'll just do that. Might have to pay the 4 to get rid of the 3-drop, but we'll see what ends up happening. Dropping down the helm. Resolve. Resolve. Pass. And I suppose pass. Okay, yeah, 4 Mirrodin. Yeah, it's my turn. I can just counter the damn thing. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll counter the... If I were them, I think I'd play that. Nope, they're doing the flesh cutter, which makes mites. Makes mighty mites. Well, let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Those mites can get out of control. We'll proliferate there. Bring them up to 2. And then 4 Mirrodin. They're making a lot of these little guys. You know, I didn't really think about the 4 Mirrodin stuff being all that impressive, but now that I'm seeing some of it, maybe it's a bit impressive. Alright, bring down a 2/4 now that they got me down to 12 life and they're at enough. So there's a dude with ward. It gets bigger with equipment. opponent. Yep, they're moving it over. Moving over a little early if you ask me. Not like it gives it haste or anything. Alright, so they're just going to sit there for now. Let's see. I guess, do I anoint or do I daze? If I daze, I proliferate at the very least. I think it's not that scary, it's just annoying. That's really all it is he's annoying. Or do we just drop down another head cleaver? Although they're going to attack pretty big next turn, because they can also do that. They would have done it if they had the mana, so go ahead and do that. Yep. Ward 2, auto pay. And so that happens. So I'm not going to attack, hold back for blocks for now. Opponent dropping down the plains. Grabbing a card off the Fair Basilica. Seems fair. And all I know, that's what they grabbed. That's not bad. All these equipment synergies. Equip that for free. Now 3-2 swinging in with all of that. We're going to go ahead and knock out the 2-1 life gainer. Drop that dude down. Drop this dude down. And drop that on your menace guy. And I'll proliferate. Yeah, submit that one. Get some life back. And then let's go ahead and get in there for another 2 poison counters, up to 5. Opponent dropping down the Montagna. So if they attack with 1, they probably have another. I'm guessing they have 1 in hand. A creature, that is. Otherwise they wouldn't have done that. No, they didn't have a creature in hand. Really, well, they might have one with flash for all I know. But let's see what happens here. Nope, they get another 2 there. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw down these 2 guys. They're already at 7. So now I got 3 blockers. Should have come to that. They drop down a plains. They are swinging. Swing. Block there, and I'll block there. No tricks. And I believe I just won. Just swing in. Good game. Okay. Overall, working pretty well. Okay, so we got 4 wins, 1 loss so far. Overall, so far so good. Playing against Roz Hall this time. I have a turn 1 Duress. I have a turn 2 Blightbelly with either a Vraska's Fall or a Mesmerizing Dose after. I'm okay with this. Opponent's going to go first. We'll see what we got here. I'm dropping down a Swamp. And I'm dropping down a Duress. They are on black, not a single thing I can take. Done. Okay. I also don't see a forest anywhere in their hands, so maybe they're building up for that, I don't know. Throw down the Island, throw down the Blightbelly Rat, and passing turn. Opponent dropping down a Swamp. Now they have enough for that ambulatory edifice. Such wonderful creepy art in this set, I swear. Alright, well they have a blocker. If nothing else, they have a blocker. But I'd like to get in there with for the poison counter. So we're going to do the Vraska's Fall while they only have 1 thing to sacrifice. They'll get their poison counter, I'll attack in and give them another poison counter, and then we will pass the turn. Now they have a green source, and they can start doing some effery. I would say the other word, but they like us to keep it clean here. Now you have a blocker dude. And you got some bigger dudes as well. But I can kill some of those bigger dudes, but I do need an extra blue there. I'm going to try to get in. Maybe, you know, we probably won't take it. But you never know. They might be like, oh, does he have a trick up his sleeve? No, he's calling me out of my bowl. Alright, so that happens, which means nothing happens. But I can make this happen. So there we go. Get one of my toxic creatures out. Interesting. Okay. So now you have plenty of mana. You can do a lot. I do need one more blue source for the mesmerizing dose. You know, exiling that oil counter, and it will become a 3/3 here in just a little bit. 4/4 toxic 3. You'll proliferate to give it a second oil counter. No, there's just a black. All right. Well. Let's see, that's not 3 or less though, is it? No, no, it is not 3 or less. And I need to be able to get in there. Well, I'm going to have to do it. Let's just get in there. Alright, well that's the better one to kill in my opinion. So that happened. That happened. We're just going to submit the 1. And then now we can just exile any creature, I believe, and get rid of that. So that went bye-bye. And it'll throw down my Scourge, which has lifelink and Death Touch. Opponent here. I'm about to make their 0/3 a 3/3, or Armored Scrap Gorger. Troll, there you go, gain 3 life, draw a card. What's this last dude do again? That's a 3/1 toxic 2. That's right. There we go. Bring down a incubator sack, which lets you get 3/3s. I just can't seem to get those darn whatchamacallits, can I? The islands. Alright, well let's get in, let's just trade for 2. Pass turn. All I'm gonna do is trading for 2, and this is not gonna last too much longer. Because they're going to be taking a lot more than 2 from me here real quick. Opponent. Let's see. Or at least that's only as a sorcery. So there's that. Oh, pardon me. Came out of nowhere. Ichor played Golem. Go, it just keeps getting more, doesn't it? Yeah, and because of that, it's larger. No blocks at this time, I don't think. Yeah, no blocks at this time. Now with this art, you'd think that this guy flies, but he doesn't. I'd mouse over, you can't, but you can see just at the very top of that tower is the Hive Master. Hey, there's my blue. Okay. So that's something, that's good. I could kill that. I could kill that. You're gonna keep attacking me with that. Let's see, do I not? Let's get to proliferate. You're gonna make golems here, which I'm gonna have trouble killing. What do I do? Do I do it on the toxic guy? I think I do on the toxic guy. Let's make them... Let's try to force them to beat me through damage, I guess. Proliferate there. Yep, submit the 1. Get in there for 2. See what I can do there. No, now they got a flyer. And, yep. And they proliferate. Very nice. Very nice. Yep, yep. Yep, yep. This is looking like it might be loss number 2 here. And that's okay. That is part of the game. They swing in. No. Like, I'd do the trade. But I'm not just going to lose my half-master to that. Nope, they decided not to do anything. Yeah, now I get a counterspell. Let's see. Well, I can't attack. They're just going to outrace me. Which with all the proliferation they'll be doing, so the 2 damage I would have done would be kind of moot. Opponent can go ahead and make themselves a dude there. Phyrexian Golem dude. They are swinging out. Almost. No, they're not swinging out. But they are swinging quite a bit. Well, I'll do the trade there. I suppose I would do the trade here. And that's what it's going to have to be. Got a Might That Can't Block. They're going to go ahead and make themselves a dude. Oh, make themselves a dude. Proliferating, trading some life. Yep. Yeah. Seems about right. Trade that life. Alright, got a little Void Wing. Got here a little late. No reason to attack and lose it, I guess. Definitely on the receiving end of bad feels here. Well, we'll block one of the 3ers. You know, they don't have to cast anything in their hand. They can just keep doing this, and then they got me. And yeah, they got me. It's not like I can block. Boom. Oh, they might think I have a trick. Yep. And there we go. 2 losses. Oh well. On to the next one. Okay, after that hot start, we're now 4-2. 1 more loss, and we are done with this event. Let's see how we do. We are playing against Prob3Z. Probiz? No idea. I have a turn 1 Duress. I have a turn 2 Prologue or Aspirant. I can also exile something, so I'm good with this. I'll be going first as well. So let's enjoy a little hand intel and discard. Opponent is also on black and we have a lot of proliferation. They're also on the black blue thing. You need creatures for that. You already have 2 of those. Might as well. Let's just get rid of the thing that can get rid of my stuff and give me poison counters. Island, Glistening Seer, which is an 0/3. Lets you do some scrying. Scry me a river. Throw down the Voidwing Hybrid and pass the turn. Opponent, double Island. Scrying 1. Alright, top and bottom. And then they're just go ahead and go all in on that. Alright, go ahead and throw 1 down there. Go in with that right there. Do I play the Aspirant? Do I hold for the poison counter drawing a card? I think at this time I don't want to make that a target to get rid of right now, so I'm going to hold back. I can also anoint if needed, depending on what they play. So that's how we're going to do this. My turn. All right. Well, let's prologue, draw a card, take a look. What we got? All right, we got that a cool toxic 2 menace dude. Get in there. Flash. Alright. Tap my creature. Still attacking. It still gets in there. You need to do that earlier. Or oilier, I suppose. But you do have a 3-2. Get to the damage. Get to the poison counter. Drop down the head cleaver. 2/4 menace, toxic 2, and pass the turn. Opponent, flying and vigilance. When it dies, draw a card. Oh, they got that +2/+2 indestructible thing. No blocks, because I got that, so that's fine. Throw down the Island. Go ahead and exile your flyer. Okay, they're just going to go ahead and do that, give themselves another oil counter. That gets exiled. Awesome. Moving on. Try to give you another 3 poison counters here. Skimming Aspirant. They scry. And there we go. Opponent, Ichor played Golem. We now have a 1/4 Scrying Seer. Scry me a river. How many times have I said that this game? Well, this video, really. Get in there for 3 again. No blocks, you can get in there for 3. Okay, Mesmerizing Dose. That could be fun. So you're at 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's probably going to be game. Let's go ahead and tap that down so you can't block it. Proliferate on the poison counter. Send that to the bottom, yep. Submit 1. So that's fun. And unless they have something up their sleeve, I think we just win here. They do have something up their sleeve. Very nice. So they are now at 9. I'm going to hold back the island, make them think I have something. An opponent, unless you have a creature to play, you can't really attack. Now you do have a creature to play, so you're going to go ahead and get in there for 3, no blocks. Okay, and I have my Stinging Hive Master. You probably have one of those flashy dudes. So I'm going to play the Hive Master, and I'm going to hold back because I won't be able to attack quicker than... Yep, you do. I want to be able to attack through your defenses here. Pass turn. Opponent drops down their own Hive Master as well as a land. They're going to swing in there for 6, and I'm going to block one of those. Well, actually, do I block one of those? Yeah, I block one of those. So block 1. Another one gets through. I just need to get that 1 more in. So let's see if I can get that 1 more in. 1 more poison counter, that is. I should be able to, because I can only block one of these guys. I can't block them both. That's fine. Offer Immortality. Yeah, good game. Got another win. That's 5 wins, 2 losses. Still 1 more and we're done, but that's 5 wins now so far. See if we can make it 6. We're playing Dabo. Dabo. Let's see. I have a Throwing Bird. I have a Blight Belly Rat. Be nice if I had 2 islands in 1 swamp because of this Mesmerizing Dose, but see if we can get there. Otherwise, I think this hand is decent enough to keep. So there we go. They are on green. It gets +1/+1 for every oil counter on it. And it gets oil counters as bigger things come out. Okay, and I do get that second island already, so that part's nice. Opponent, yeah, they have their own Blight Belly Rat. Now they also have a 2/2 there. No, we might have to trade rats. Rats! Yes, yes, I did that. That was the thing I did. Siphoner. Yep, let's trade. You'll proliferate. Submit 0 for me. You're submitting 1 because you're going to make that evolving adaptive that much larger. And it's going to keep getting larger, unfortunately. Let's see. I think I go with the Sting Hive Master for now. I'm going to plan on taking the damage from the adaptive, and I'll have to eat a poison counter here. Ideally, oh no, they held it back to block. All right, well that's okay. I was hoping I could attack into it and then, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So let's just mesmerizing dose on it. We lose a proliferation, unfortunately. What does this do? Oh, it just makes. But at the very least, that is tap down, and I can get in there and get my own poison counter on you. Alright, passing turn. Opponent drop down a second swamp and a 4/4 with haste in Toxic 3. With haste! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'll go in there and get one there, and then I'll bring out the big guy and I'll proliferate. Submitting just the 1. That is insane. Can I comment at that? Oh my gosh. That is insane and limited. And they have one as well. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? They're getting it. I have to do that. I mean, we both know I have to do that. Yeah, they're up to 4. I am not long for this go around here. Alright, I'm not going to attack. I will pass the turn. Opponent drawing a card. I can counter something, which is good. And likely will. Almost regardless of what they play. That thing's just weird. That's just such a weird completed bone dragon thingy. Opponent, what are you planning? Obviously trying to pick a target for something. Alright, well let's just counter that. At worst, I make them try twice. Alright, they're getting in. And I'm going to have to block like this. Hopefully I don't have any other tricks up their sleeves. Good. They will proliferate me up to 8, unfortunately. So I really can't take many chances here. Do I try to trade with them? Because right now that's their win condition though, so I don't know if they want to block there. So I'll try that, because I could theoretically get the... Oh, he's looking at it too. Yep, he doesn't want me to get it back. Alright, well they're up to 5 now. I'm going to bluff with a swamp and pass turn. So now, Dabo? What do you got in here? You're looking here for something. You're looking to bring back something. And I did see an X spell being passed around that does allow for that. So we'll see what we get here. Okay, Bone Picker Scourge. It doesn't have haste. I'm not sitting in a good position here with 8 poison counters. Sorry there, puppy dog. Whee! Okay. And yeah, to their hand, proliferate. Very nice. And that's a swamp. And that's a good game. Okay, well there you go. That is it. 5-3. Had fun with this though. Definitely keep an eye on those poison counters. Definitely got to keep an eye on those poison counters. Hey, if you stuck with me this long, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, hop on to Patreon. Magic Untapped has a tip jar on Patreon if you want to just throw $1 in there to support what we do here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video if you liked it. And if you have any advice for how I could have played better, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.